Hiya, it's Kerry from Mobilates. I've got a special prop today. We're just using, this is just a standard hand towel. So if you grab yourself a hand towel, it could even be a kitchen towel, a tea towel, because we're just going to use it, holding it out that way today, and maybe a little bit around the neck. So having a clean one would be nice. So you can place it around your neck. Come back to me as soon as you're ready. And if you want to drop in a comment, let me know what you think about any of the moves today or any adaptations that I haven't given that you'd like. Put them there. I will always check, either straight after class. Sometimes I dip in the week because people have caught up on the catch-up one. So if that's you, I'll always get back to you. Who's that coming in first? Jackie, hello. Lovely to have you here. I hope you've got your towel ready. Once you've got your towel, you can just leave it around your neck. And we're going to start with a little shaking out. And just a reminder that this class is a really gentle mobility Pilates style class. So there's some Pilates moves in, but there's a lot of mobilizing and sort of more fluid moves too. And we do it standing or sitting. So you might be sitting in a chair, but you could also sit on the edge of your bed so that when we come to the lying down bit, you haven't got as far to go. You haven't got to get down to the floor. You can do it from the mattress, the sheet of your bed. So we're going for a gentle little shake, and you might go very gentle. That might be your shaking, or you might be a bit more vigorous. Hi, Jean. Just on your last bit of tea. I've got water with me. I dare and drink some tea whilst I'm doing the class. I feel a hot flush would come on. But I also know that in warm weather, I still drink tea. But I'm trying to be good and get my water in. Right, just one more little shake each side. Whew. And just feel the tingles or the blood rushing around. Bringing myself slowly into a more aligned position. So all that means is my feet are facing forwards. They're about, if I show you a little measurement like that, if I turn my foot to the side, and then forwards, hip distance. If you're seated, we tend to put the fist between the knees, and that's about the right distance. If you look at your feet, they're parallel. It will do. That's fine. And then we've got this on our neck, so we're going to pay a little bit of attention to the towel on our neck. I'd like you to take your head and back of your neck just behind you a little bit. It's like you've seen somebody, surprised to see them. And you can just feel your neck against the towel as you pull back just a little. So you're really beautifully upright now. And now soften your knees a little. We'll have our hands, let's have them on our hip bones. Take a breath in all around your chest and ribs. And as you breathe out and feel your belly start to tighten, I'm just pushing the hip bones back, getting this lengthening here. You can think of tucking your tailbone under if you want to. Just don't grip your bottom. It's not like that sort of tight bottom squeeze. Hi, Irene. Lovely to have you. I'll show you the other way too. So my bottom is still soft. It's not this. This is me tightening this up. So it's all really tight. Couldn't get a £10 note between my butt cheeks. That's sort of tight. Oh, that's just like lots of tension here, but not much length in the back. You can also put your hands on your thighs if you're standing, and just check that your thighs aren't coming forwards into your hands. And now you can see these folds in the back of my t-shirt. They go from being up here, and now they'll dip lower and come higher. Dip low and come high. Beautiful. And if you're on the chair, it's just the same. So just pulling your waistband back. That's an easier focus for me if I'm doing it sitting. And then let it roll forwards. And then we'll have a little wriggle. So you're just lifting each side up, or a little shimmy of your hips. And then let's have a neck roll in the towel. So a loose towel. I'm going to turn mine because it feels really hot where my neck has just been. I want it cooler. I'm just going to do a quarter turn. I'm just noticing the sensation of the towel against my neck. I feel it really at that point when I get to the back and at the side. And just breathing, just normally is good. Coming back and looking ahead, rolling our shoulders. Start small, trying to draw a small circle here. And now you might take it a little bigger, take your time, especially if there's some discomfort there. You might be hearing all those noises that we get in our shoulders, the shoulder girdle. There's a lot going on, so there's a lot of noises it can make. And then I can bring it forwards as well. Now, if you've got one side with stiffness or restrictive movement, I would recommend that you do one side and then the other, and then you can pay attention to how it really feels and what each side needs. They might need different things. And then we're going to put our hands on our shoulders. I'm going to come a little closer. Keep your elbows high-ish because we don't want to squish our chest too much. Try to bring the points of your elbows together and then take them out. And when I say out, out to the sides, back to the center. And as you do that, your shoulder blades spread across your back. As you take them back here, I want you to squeeze. See where my plat is? It's like my shoulder blades are trying to squeeze my plat. So touching here, open here, then just get the shoulder blades to do that little extra squeeze. So as we do that little squeeze at the back, the shoulder blades are coming together and your collarbones, I've forgotten the word, collarbones will do, is opening up a little. Last one. Lovely. Now grab your towel and I want you to twist it until it feels like it doesn't want to twist anymore. And just sort of let go and twist. We want quite a bit of tension here. Once you've got that tension, it's a bit like you've wrung out a cloth or clothes that you're hand washing. Obviously hand washing, we're trying to be really delicate, but you know. Once you've got that tension, and there's mine, you can see the tension in it. I want to give it a little twist, like you're wringing it out. So one way is going to feel tight, the other way loosens it off. Now, this is a really nice one. If you've got arthritis, it's just helping strengthen your grip, or maybe other things going on with your hands, and your grip is a bit challenging, jars are difficult to undo, that sort of thing. You can have all the gadgets for that. I have those gadgets too. But this helps. And now let the towel flop open, turn it the other way, because I want to concentrate. My right hand got a lot of that, but my left hand less so. So now, see, my left hand comes over, and that's doing more of the movement. That's it. And you can keep your grip quite light, or you can go a little tighter. I'm trying not to go so tight that my knuckles go white. You know what I mean? That's it. And then let that go. Give your wrists and your hands a little shake out. Now the towel doesn't need to be twisted, but this is a hand towel. I've got it lengthways, and I'm going to hold it in front of me. And so that there's no slack in it, it's going to stay tight. And my arm's a bit wider than my shoulder width, but it's what's comfortable for you. And now I want you to create a little bit of tension here, just to hold you still, sitting or standing. And we lift this up. Keep the tension and check that your wrists aren't doing this, going in like funky places. Just keep them in line with your arms. That's quite hard as it is. You can do it. And as you do this, I don't want your ribs to come up. I don't want your back to arch anymore. I just want everything else to stay still. You might go up to here. You might have shoulders that move you a little higher. You might even get all the way up. Keep that tension. Keep that gentle pulling. I have to take my time on that one. And then rest it down. Now, back to our feet. I'm going to get my feet in shot. They're that same hip width apart. Imagine that there's sticky chewing gum underneath your feet. Arms ahead. If you feel unstable, you can drop the towel and you can use a chair instead. And we're just going to go up a little and down. This is my full up, not that, much less. Like you've just got something sticky, bubble gum or chewing gum, you know, when you've done that, just a little stretch and then it sticks you down. See if you can bring the arms up and down, up and down, and then leave the arms up, take the feet up and down a few times. If you're seated, heels still coming up just the same. Grow tall as you're doing this. Anytime those arms need to come down, I feel mine want to come down, have a little rest and a wriggle. Now, I'm going to take the arms diagonally. So I made a diagonal line one way and then another way, like we're trying to construct an X. So just moving one arm down, the other arm up. Now hold it in that diagonal. Soften your legs, let your body move. We're drawing an infinity shape, that figure 8 on its side. And we're trying to keep some tension in the towel. You can change your grip. You could come in a little closer. That's me coming in a little closer. Oh, I think I prefer it wider though. I'm going wider. And let your body move with it. And then pause and reverse. Oh, that's so hard, but that's why I'm giving it you. It really makes your brain work. And that's a good thing. We want to challenge our brain and give our body something new, a novel move that it thinks, oh, I'm not quite sure how to do that. And if you need to keep this lower, you could keep it lower. If you want to go higher, it can go higher. Bring it back to the front and then rest your arms down. Give them a little shake. Adjust your grip so you can hold the tension. And this time, if you're standing, send your bum back and your towel forwards, keep your back straight. So it's like there's a ruler or a stick behind your t-shirt and you're just taking your bum back as if you're going to close a drawer and forwards. If you're seated, we're going to hinge forwards, lift up a little and then back. We're not going very far forwards, just enough to feel your thighs start to tense a little. They can just feel the weight of your body coming forwards and then they relax. Right, next one. Going to take our bums back this time. Bend the knees like you're about to sit down and then stand up. And as you do that, your knees are coming forwards. If you are on the chair, come forwards. Press your feet down, really down. Let go. Come up. So you hinge forwards, press the feet down. So trying to feel the pressure in the heels and the toes. Come up. You could even take your feet back a little so your legs are not in that L or that 90. And try it again. And it really feels like you're just about to stand, but you've changed your mind. That's it. Or you're just about to sit. Oh, no, I'm going to stand. And last one. Perfect. And then we can just relax with our towel and draw big circles and get a full sort of tucking under, sticking out pelvis, all of the movements, just to ease it out. Then we're going to take the towel and take it up as high as you can. And then we're going to bend over a little to the side and up and side and up. So I've gone over my head, but my arms aren't very high. It might be you're just going ahead, side, up, side, up. Keep your feet heavy on the ground. I'm going to go for a hip width feet this time. That's it. And one more. That's it. And then take the towel behind. So this time the hands are holding downwards. You can see my grip there, the thumb over the top, and it's sort of behind my thighs really. Now I'm going to bring my hands in quite close. Arms are straight. And I'm going to ask you to lift it behind you and then down. So lifting behind and down. Now if you're in the chair, You won't be able to go very far because the chair is there, but you'll need to come to the front of your chair. But don't worry, on the next one, you'll be able to go a little further. So just a little up and down, quite like that feeling of the chair stopping me going any further because it makes me know where everything is. Now, we're going to bend the elbows, but they're coming towards each other. They're not going out to the side. They sort of stay like they've got a stretchy band around them. And I'm pulling them the same distance apart. That's it. And I can feel that towel just touching bits of me as it goes up and down. And you might feel it right across here. Last one coming up. Thank goodness. It's quite a strong one, that one. Give everything a little shake out. And then I think we'll do some swishes. So letting the arms swing. Your body comes forwards and backwards a little. You can start leaning back a bit more. And then you've got the option to bend your legs if you're standing. Send your bottom back. You might even just touch the floor. Or you could keep it higher. Hardly bend your legs at all. If you're seated, take your legs a little wider. Enjoy that lean back. That's it. And just check there's no furniture you're going to hit with your hands. We'll go for one more. And then we're going to take it down to the floor. So join me down on the floor, lying on our backs, and it could also be your bed if it's not the floor. You might want to use a cushion for your head. You could also put in fact, we will put the towel under our head. Let's do that first. Let's have the towel like a mat under our head. I'm going to leave the cushion for a moment and I'll explain why. And have your head right at the top end by the towel so you could lift yourself up. I'm just going to move my hair from the back. And first, just spend a moment just settling into the ground. I like a little leg sway and a little head roll just to check everything's comfortable. That's it. Right, now, it's like you're trying to make two little ears around your head. We're making a hammock. Scrunch this up and we're going to lift ourselves up. Let your head be heavy and let your arms, but also your belly, do some of the work. So a bit like a sit-up, but gentler. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let your belly go a little firmer, a little bit of tension. Let your head be heavy and use your hands just to lift your head just off the floor so you can feel what that sensation is like, and then lower it down. I feel I need to shuffle down a little bit. I'm going to go again. So I need a little bit more of a room above my head. Breath in. Check your elbows are just off the floor and you can see them either side. So you can see how high mine are. Keep them like that. And start to lift the towel and your head. Use that tension in your belly. Look just over your knees. And then slowly, 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 slowly downwards. Now, if you're not a fan of the towel, you could use your hands. Let the head be heavy in your hands and just come and look between your legs and then down. This is where the tension, the muscles are acting to bring us up rather than our head really lifting like that. So let your head be heavy. You can use your arms to sort of carry your head, but let your belly muscles lift you up and down. The next one we're going to hold if you can. And then I'm going to turn and look towards the camera. And then I'm going to go back to the center. I'm using my ribs for the turning. Turn and look towards my sort of wallpaper wall. Back to the center. And then take it down. Whew, I know I've done that one. I can certainly feel it. Now, grab your cushion, or you could use your towel under your head. We'll go for that head roll again. Hope you're all okay after that one. And let's have a little sway of the legs. That's it. And then we're going to go for a little slide of the legs. So slide one leg away, nice and long, and then slide it back. Slide the other leg away and slide it back. Bring your legs together, feet touching each other. Let your knees open as far as you can, and then close. Bring your arms up, facing palms, fingers to the ceiling. Let your shoulders drop down. Keep your legs together. Slide one leg away because your legs are really close. It gets a bit harder. Slide back. Slide the other leg away. You can feel one leg against the other. Slide it back. Open your arms. I just said that and open my legs. Open your legs, then open your arms. That's the one. Close your legs. Close your arms. Slide a leg away. Go for the other leg first. Feel it brush against the inside of the leg that's still. Let's bring the toes towards our nose and push the heel away. Oh, a nice big stretch. Lengthen the foot, slide it back, feel the leg against the other leg. Now we're going to slide this one away. Push the heel away. Toes towards you, lengthen, slide back. Now let's open the arms. Got it right this time. And open the legs. You can see my arms are not completely on the floor. They could go to the floor, but I'm trying to keep a little bit of tension. Like there's a great big ball that I'm holding. And then close the arms so they're back to the ceiling. And knees up. Last one. This time, extend a leg and the opposite arm. Oh, no. That's the one. Lengthen as much as you can. So long foot. Fingers reaching away, trying to touch the drawers lightly, and then slide back, let your legs be touching, and then the other one. That's it. Slide back. We're going to open both together, legs and arms, like you're holding a massive, massive, one of those gym balls like I've got in the corner, but about 5 times the size. And then close that up. Take the arms down into a T shape. Take your legs a little wider. Now let your shoulders stay down. Let your knees drift as far as they want to drift. That's it. And then one more time each side. Shoulders still down. You can see the waist and the hips rolling. Now you can turn your head in the opposite direction. And then we're going to take ourselves into a sideline position. So I'm going to go onto my side. Now, you could use your towel, you could use your cushion, or you could use both. And I'm going to use both because I like quite a lot of sort of comfort underneath my neck. And I'd like you to have your bottom leg in a triangle shape. So you can see the point of the triangle and the base is sort of between my bum and my feet. My feet, bottom, back, head in line. Your arm is wherever is good to support you. You might have a head or scrunched under. I think that's about right for me. Right, now at the moment, my waist is sort of sinking down to the floor. Now I'm going to put my hand on my hip. I'm just working it a bit harder, pushing my hip bones down, really stacking my feet on top of each other. And now this area feels like it's working much harder. Top leg only is going to move. The bottom leg stays pushed down. Lengthen it. And I'm going to have a flat foot. Toes are pointing towards you. Lift this leg up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And then bend it and let everything soften. Bring it a bit closer and give it a little stroke. comfort it, tell it that everything's okay. And then we're going to do a different one. Lengthen the legs, both legs. We're going to bring them both up. So they're stuck together. We're going to push that top hip down. Feel your waist starting to move. I feel very wobbly, so my hand's definitely staying here. I'm going on my fingertips. Breath in. As you breathe out, stick the legs together and just lift them up and down. Up, they don't go very far, and down. Up, hold them. Now it's like I'm just in the water with straight legs splashing forwards and backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. Bend them. Recover. Tell them that everything's going to be okay. And now we're going to do the other side. So you may want to roll away from the camera and do it facing away. It's fine. I don't mind. I'm going to sit up and go to the other side. So think, how does this side feel? What does this arm want to do? Mine's going long on this side. I'm going to bring my feet in line with my bottom. So I've got triangle legs. And now this top leg, I'm going to lengthen and extend. I'm just going to nudge that hip downwards. See when it's like this, everything's sinking down to the floor. When I do that, you can see the t-shirt changes and it all becomes a little harder to do. If I put my leg there, you can see it, and also here, even harder. Right, facing your foot forwards, toes forwards, breath in. Press the bottom leg down into the floor or into your bed. Lift this top leg up and down, up and down. Now, some people go a long way, some people just a little way. I don't mind. 3, that's all we're doing. Give it a little rub, get in a comfortable position. And then both legs long. And this is the one that feels super wobbly, and that's good because it's definitely challenging us. And now we're trying to get our feet stacked. So normally when I lie down, you can see this foot on the top is shorter than the other legs. The hips are all wonky. Now I'm going to push the hip bone down and my feet are completely on top of each other. I'm very wobbly. So I've got that hand for stability. Breath in. Stick your legs together like they're velcroed all along the inside seam. Breath out, lift both legs up. And then take them very slightly down with your breath in. Breath out, lift them up. Breath in, take them down. Breath out, lift them up, hold them there. Now, if it's too much, you know you can take them down. But if you can, keep them straight. Just that little movement backwards and forwards. I really imagine myself in the water doing this. So I'm just creating bubbles with my feet. That's it. Trying to breathe. And then bend your legs. And give them a rub. Well done. Right, we're going to push ourselves up to seated. So you might sit on your little stack of cushions and towels. You might sit on the edge of your bed. I want you to sit comfortably, so that might be with your legs bent. I'm going to go for a cross-legged position because I'm sat on my cushions and the towel. That feels especially nice, actually. And now, let's have our arms gently open, palms out, and give yourself a hug. You can have a little wriggle there. You can hug a bit closer if you want to. A little bit of rocking. And then open out and hug the other way. Oh, I've gone for a big one there. I can feel right to the back of my shoulder blades. That's it. And then push your hands forwards like you want something to stop. And when you feel ready to do that extra little push away, pull your back of your shoulders back. And your head just wants to bow slightly. And then bring your hands into your chest. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, push away. Feel your belly pull back as well. Bring your hands into your chest. Grow tall. One more time. Breath in. Breath out. Push away. Pull your shoulders back. Pull your belly back. Your back goes into this very slight, gentle curve. And then bring your hands down. Give your shoulders a little wriggle. Take your palms out to the side. Scoop up the air. Bring your hands together. Bring them into your chest. Give yourself a huge clap. Next week when I see you, maybe summer will really come out. It's a little bit hit and miss at the moment. I know it's different places in the country, but not quite the summer you would expect in July. It's coming, I hope. See you soon. See you next week. Leave a comment if you want to. Let me know what you think. Namaste. What you thought about the towels as well. Did you like having the towel as a prop? See you next week.